Tatea, and I'm going to be commentating over a Bonbon dungeon kite that I did. I ended up going to dungeon and escaping. It was really clutch, and so I was really stressed by the end of it, but yeah, I ended up going through, so let's go. I was ranking with Anya and my beautiful wifey Tatea, and yeah, I was playing prisoner on Red Church, so let's go to the match. Yeah, so like I said, Bonbon on Red Church, I'm prisoner, Tatea is embalmer, the random is perfumer, and Anya is mercenary. Bonbon spawns at Red Church and heads to Middle Broken. He sees Perfumer's trail and follows it. Perfumer is just running away and getting distance. At that point, Perfumer pings "get out of here," and so I, who was decoding at Shack, knows to go out of there, and so Bonbon doesn't end up seeing me and doesn't end up chasing the decoder, which is good. Bonbon decides to not chase Perfumer and instead goes to the cipher where Tatea is. So now Tatea is being chased by Bonbon, running through these pallets, because once you end up throwing them down, you're practically trapped there, and that's something that you really don't want against a Bonbon. Since it's a Bonbon, you don't really want to stay around the same place, and you just want to keep running. Otherwise, you're just going to be surrounded by bombs. The Bonbon is good at placing his bombs. Tatea wasn't able to throw down the pallet because there was a bomb there, and so now she's just looping around. She gets hits and transitions to these pallets. She's avoiding the bombs well. Unfortunately, gets bombed twice. She doesn't use coffin because it's way too close. Her coffin's literally like right there in front of the chair, so there was no point. It would have just been a free hit. Anya does a great save with her elbow pads, just neumes in, rescues, neumes out. Nice time bomb by the Bonbon. At this point, Tatea is running away from coffin so that she'll so that when she goes down, she'll have more distance after she uses the coffin. I think she tried to force basement so that there would be even more distance. Unfortunately, the Bonbon was smart and chairs her closer to the coffin. But there's still enough distance, so Tatea decides to still coffin. At this point, Anya tells Tatea that Bonbon is throwing bombs to her, and Tatea is running towards graveyard, planning to kite even longer. We have all our three ciphers, my connection and perfumer cipher, so the cipher is just going well. Bonbon walks through the pallet, nice juke, but then gets hit when she throws down the pallet again. I think, yeah, the two ciphers are like almost done. At this point, I know that the Bonbon was gonna come towards me, but I decided to just keep decoding because by the time the Bonbon would come, the cipher would be primed, which is what happened. So the cipher is primed, and at this point, Bonbon is trying to just bomb us down. unfortunately hits me here, so then there's attack recovery and Ania pops the cipher. And at this point I'm now doing the kite. The Bonbon doesn't have any detention, but it didn't really matter because I'm a one hit either way. The nice bomb there from the Bonbon didn't let me go there, which would so I couldn't throw down the pallet. I short stun here so that I have distance and then throw down the pallet. I take the pallet speed boost and go to chairs because Ania tells me that dungeon is graveyard. At this point I should have just kept running towards graveyard, but for some reason I decided to stay here behind this pallet, which was my mistake. Over here I try to juke him and it works successfully, and so now I'm just beelining towards the dungeon. I'm just charging. I didn't avoid the bomb because I was like, let me just go through dungeon, and yeah. Kiting bonbons are always stressful, and on top of that, this just been the dungeon. Oh my god, I had so much adrenaline by the end of that. But yeah, tips that I would use to say for kiting bonbons: don't immediately throw down pallets because that's usually where the bonbon would be throwing their bombs. Like treat them like VIO notes. If you're gonna throw down a pallet, expect a note or expect a bomb. If you're gonna vault a window, expect a bomb or expect a note. And yeah, just don't stay behind pallets because they can just easily bomb you down there. Just keep running and throw down pallets when you really need them. Yeah, that's what I would say. Ania also did some really nice rescues there too. Like what she did, I would just say go for, like, try to avoid the bombs to some extent, but at some point you just go for the rescue. Like, don't wait for them to hit you because they're most likely not. Just go in, go rescue, and go out. Yeah, so thanks for listening to me, and I hope you enjoyed that kite. Bye!